there, and welcome to the Reflection Show with me, Martha in Spice. I have an amazing conversation with an amazing personality, helping us to understand some in-depth into his life and his journey, something that is going to motivate, inspire, empower a lot of young people who want to go through that kind of journey in life. Success doesn't, of course, come easy all the time, and we usually have a lot of success stories that we can learn from and not make certain mistakes that they have made along the journey. Let's take a breather. When we are back, we delve into the conversation. We'll be back. Back from the break is a reflection show with me, Martha in Spice. Today I'll be speaking with Mr. Kesse Musa Ibrahim. He's the CEO of Kesse FM. If he has a lot of, should I say, business, he's a big man. When I say he's a big man, those in Tawale know him, and even beyond, he's an international big man. Thank you so much for joining me, sir.
Thank you very much, Martha, for having me this afternoon.
So we have heard about you, we have seen your works. But today we just want to sit with you and have a conversation. Who is Mr. Kesse Musa Ibrahim?
It's a big question, right? Okay. As the name goes, Kesse Musa Ibrahim is my name. I'm born in Tamale here. I was in the year 4th June 1979. Yes. That was the day Ghana. I believe maybe that day was the hottest day in Ghana. So my mother went into labor. Yeah, so those who have the 79 history know such. From my mother's side, we are three. I have a senior sister. I'm the second born, and there's a kid brother. But from my dad's side, we are about 8. Yeah, and among the boys, I'm the big brother.
Yes. Big brother, big man. So take us through your education level. Where did you start and all that?
This story.
Did you go to school willingly, or you were those they had to use cane and phone to go to school? Okay.
Do you know Mpaha Junction?
No.
Oh, you don't know Mpaha Junction?
No.
On your way to Kumasi after Fufuluso Junction. Damangu Junction is called Fufuluso Junction. The name is not Damangu Junction. The name is Fufuluso Junction.
Okay.
The next community on your way before Kablupi, that place is called Mpaha Junction.
Okay.
The school that is there today started Kesse me.
Wow.
Why did I say so? My dad used to work with Kesse. They were road contractors here. They constructed the road from Kentampo all the way through to Tamale. And anywhere or any place that they get to, they establish a camp for their workers because of distance.
Yeah.
So my dad lives there, and he has to move us from Tamale to that place. And there was no school. And apparently in the camp, I was the only child who is up to the age of school going age.
Okay.
Then the community too was outside. Then there was this man who came, those days the Form 4 people, who came from somewhere and said he wanted to use students, get students. And the villagers, nobody was willing for his child to. So he came in the camp and told them, my mother said, okay, fine, since there's no school here, then he should use me.
Wow.
He should use me as his student. Ooh. So our blackboard that we were even using there was my slate. My mom used to write 1, 2, 3 there for me.
Wow.
So in the morning, my mother would carry me with the slate, cross the road to the school. In the afternoon, she would carry me back. So that was how that school.
You are the first student.
I was the first student who started the school. So today, when I pass there and I see that it's a school structure, I'm always happy.
Wow.
Then some few years, we have to relocate back to Tamale, and I started Kamina Primary School, and through to Kamina JSS. Then, I think 97, I decided not to go to secondary school after JSS. I said, oh, okay, I want to go to technical school because I needed money to support my mom. So technical school, when you are done, you can do some work to get money. So I went to Tamale Technical School, T-Poly, then time they call it. Then I think after third year, I saw that all my colleagues who have gone to secondary school were like, there was some flair, but I still look different.
Vibe, you are losing that vibe.
So I told my mom that I want to go back to secondary school. I said, how can you go to school 3 years and you still want to go back to secondary? I said, yes, I will go. Then I truncated the technical there. Then that time, it was no computer placement, nothing, you have to go. So we tried the Tamale schools and we were not getting any secondary school. Retired Fire Lieutenant Kelly, the late, asked, so I told him this was my decision. And he said, if I get Damangu secondary, I say, I just want to go to secondary school. Anywhere, wherever that secondary school is, I want to go there. So he said, okay, so he just issued a letter. I took it to the headmaster in Damangu Secondary. Then with my results, he said, oh, I said, I want to do business. Then the headmaster said, no. My results is too good for me to do business. I have to do science. I did everything. This man said no. I said, okay, fine. I just want the admission, I will do. So in secondary school, I read science in Damangu Secondary. Wow. Then from there, I came to Tamale Technical University, then T-Poly, Tamale Polytechnic again. Then when they gave me statistics, HND, I told them, no, I want to do accounting.
Yes, accountant.
Yes, I still want to do accounting. Then they said, okay, fine. Then you offered me accounting. So I graduated with HND accounting, second class upper. Then I did my national service with Coca-Cola Bottling Company Limited in Tamale as the service. I did it in Kumasi, but later after service I was employed for the trade. Then it was the northern sector, it was the 3 northern regions in charge of stock controlling and finance. So I worked with Coca-Cola for 15 years.
15?
Yes. So I left Coca-Cola on the 30th of June 2015. Wow. I honorably resigned to manage my own affairs.
Yes, that is where I wanted to get to. So what was the dream that we had of Kesse FM?
Okay. Kesse, I would say it is something that came out of a blue.
Even the name, is it Kesse?
Kesse Musa Ibrahim.
Musa Ibrahim. Yes. Kesse. Oh, yes. Nice.
So Kesse came about. I used to organize events. Then I had a project, you know, those days Joy FM do this, their annual old school reunion in Accra and replicate it in Kumasi. So they wanted a company that would take it up north so that they can come in to support if it grows. You know, that's how they do some of the events that they have. Then those times there were few radio stations in Tamale. So I went, paid for adverts in a certain radio station for the program. Then for a whole 2 days, there was light out in town and there was no broadcast of my ad. So I went to confront management of the station to ask them, okay, this is the situation, so what do we do? I think you need to cover up for the number of days that I didn't. So what came out of one of the management members' mouth was, in Chi, Koto transmitter and SUC radio station. I should go and apply a transmitter and also establish a radio station. I can't bring such laws to them here. So that was how Kesse came. So with my team, when we moved out, I told them that 2 years from that day, I was going to establish a radio station. And that was how it came about.
Wow.
So that is how Kesse came. And you see, when we came, it was events all over that we've been doing.
Yeah, so. And I see now, I see you have a school. I see you ventured into politics. Let me take the politics bit before I come to the school. What was the niche for you to go into politics?
Okay, I think I've been a politician. I started my politics as a student politician.
Okay.
Because in Tamale Technical University, then Poly, I vied for the position of a treasurer, and you know those things are political distance. And from there, even my own neighborhood, I'm a politician just within my small community, and which everybody knows that. So it was out of the blue when I came out in 2019 to contest for the Tamale North seat with the current MP, Alhaji Alhassan Suwene, which we didn't succeed though, but we made a mark because somebody coming out to contest for a position such as the Member of Parliament within a month and can pull over 164 votes. That is serious. From the day of picking the form,
164
filing,
votes
yes,
from
out of 486
the delegates.
From the delegates. 30 days, clearly.
So it wasn't like you
no, it was not like I started working on it for a year or two before coming.
So what made you want to contest?
Yes, because there were certain things I think was not right in the constituency. I mean, you can bear me witness coming to Kesse FM, look at the environment, look at the road, just entire area. Move into other areas, you still find those things. So I thought we could change the narrative within that sector. But the people still say, hey, guy, we still want our MP, so we let it go. And coming to 2023, I mean, we need to consolidate. I'm a member of the NDC. We need to consolidate our gains within the region and the constituency. So that is why most people ask, hey, why didn't you come out? Why didn't you come out? Yes, we need to consolidate because we are pressed with resources. So we have to look at, okay, for me coming up with resources to contest my colleague, you two coming out with such a resources. I mean, let's put it together. We have a bigger picture looking at
next year.
If it's not about me, it's about us, so that we can have a better campaigning for 2024 general election. You
think the NDC would win?
Oh, sure, 100%.
The NDC is going to win.
Yeah, the NDC is going to win.
Okay, I'm still waiting to hear who your running mate is.
Don't worry, very soon it will come out.
Let's talk about the school.
Okay.
How did you venture into education?
Yes, the school is Morning Star International School, which is just within. So everybody says I do things just within my area. Yes, the school was when I was moving out of active work as an accountant. I was just looking at something that will also nurture and bring up people with talent. So in discussing and looking at other ventures, I said, okay, let's go into school. It was two projects, school and a hospital. But we looked at, okay, the hospital, you will need certain caliber and you have a lot to go through. But with school, you have a register general, you have GS, you have social welfare, you are good to go. So we chose the school. I mean, the bigger campus of the school is just a stone throw away from you here. Okay. We started it at Dabashi. Oh, it's nice. We have about 16 acres of land, which we've put in a structure. But the reason why it is over there, we looked at the time of us completing this project it will take. So we needed the name. So that the name comes up in that level. So
that's a great plan. And how has the school been doing?
So far so good. 5 years. We've run it for 5 years.
JSS 1?
Yes. We've run it for 5 years. So our first batch are those in our basic 6 now. Okay. That's our own students we took from crèche up to that level, basic 6. Yeah. So far so good.
I'm told managing a school is tough. Is it? As compared to radio. Let's look at the individual challenges.
The individual challenges. Radio has its own challenge because radio, you spend a lot of resources, especially on regulations with the National Communication Authority, GRA, you have electricity, and radio, bear in mind that apart from cable, even some specific cables, most of its components you have to import.
Wow.
Yes. Apart from cable, and the cable are even specific, but most components of the radio station you must import. And without it, you can't be on air. But the school, apart from salaries, maintenance, administrative costs, GRE, you are good to go. So, I mean, the school is more. So now the radio depends much even more on the school
to survive.
Because of the system we are running.
Wow. And you see,
but anyway, it's the radio money too that went to the school, so they are paying back.
It's the same thing. I remember sometimes when people ask me the TV show and the Matter in Spice Foundation, but I said they are together because at the end of the day, you use the TV show to project your organization, to get let me say projects or to get donations. Exactly. And if you get funding, it's the same thing you use to also for production costs. So it's good to have like multi businesses for them to
it depends
on each other. So yes, you've already explained the fact that you didn't want to run again because of all that. But do you think that the way we do politics, I'm not moving away from you, but the way we do politics and the way young people are eager to go into politics, do you think that we are making it attractive for young people?
It's yes and no.
Okay.
Yes, because being attractive to young people in a way give them to know much about what is happening in and out of their country. We should know or hold our duty bearers accountable. I think off air we're discussing something about education.
Yeah.
Now, every young person is confused as to, okay, after JSS, which is now called basic, JSS 3, where do I go to? But you and I knew years back after JSS, this is where I'm going to.
Yeah.
The no is that the young person now going into politics is going in because of money. So, at any slightest thing he has to do, if given political office, to get money, either through the right or the wrong source, he's ready to do it. Just because he wants to make money. And society should be blamed. Because today, if I go to parliament or I'm given an appointment and they don't see me driving a V8 and I'm still driving this my VW car, they'll say, he's using the money for something else. But maybe I may not be willing to do certain things that cut corners, give shoddy contracts to contractors to do shoddy work in my area for me. Because if you give a contractor work and you tell him that, look, this work I'm expecting 20,000 from it, and he does the wrong thing, you can't complain. You can't complain. So we have to look at it as a national discussion. What are we going into politics for? Because now every young person thinks politics is the only way to make money.
That's true.
So a small boy, I saw one day, I was just in my office, there was this boy who was talking on, so I said, no, let me peep to the studio and see who is that. Look, Martha, you should have seen this guy who was running like people older to be his father down, just because after he goes out, somebody will just, that's true.
That's
that the
true.
right way?
And we don't tell them the hard truth.
No.
Politics has become like insults.
You have to insult. If you really want to, people now come to studio and put their this thing on Facebook and tag people because they want to insult somebody because of someone. So that he will see when he just, then he will send him maybe some 2,000 or 1,000 CDs just because he has insulted somebody.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunate. So
that's how people just make their money.
Yes. That is some people now.
No, that's some people just want to be part of the communications team.
That is their source of revenue of late.
Just go and insult your father's colleague.
Yes, he don't give it there.
I believe you can disagree with someone without insulting the person.
No. You can on the face value, based on facts. Okay, they say this. No, to the fact is A, B, C, D. The person should come with. That is why even now we have fact check. You should fact check before the person feels you are fact checking the person, and you are good to go. But of late, so it makes responsible people running away from politics.
That's true.
Because he wouldn't want, or she wouldn't want somebody to run him or her down.
Yeah. So
he's capable. He can do it. She can do it. But because of that insult.
And even the family will be afraid. I remember there are times I tell people that I want to be the gender minister one. They're like, hey, you want to go into politics? Or I want to be the president of Ghana one day. Of course, some around will say, go for it. But people genuinely will call you backstage and be like, you know what you are doing? Don't spoil it with politics. And I'm like, what do you mean by shouldn't spoil it with politics? Just because of how we have made our politics in Ghana to be like.
I remember those times in 2019, I'll come back from campaign middle in the night, my wife will be sitting down crying, and this thing you have gone to put your head in it. And I said, look, that does not, don't worry, I'll handle that. For the 1 month, I'll come back every night, she's there crying. I said, look, you have to stop, because that is what I've chosen to do. So she was even happy when I didn't win.
Are you MPP and NDC? Are you rivals? Are you enemies? What are you? You have occupied our space for too long.
We are not.
You haven't.
Look, I'll tell you, my best friend is an MPP member. My best friend. If anything that happens to me, immediately the first person I'll call is a member of the MPP.
Okay. But
we are cool. So it is not about life and death. It is just for the cameras.
So you come to the cameras and fight for us?
Yes, that's all.
Do you sometimes plan arguments?
Oh, what? I wish one morning you come and you'll be doing the morning show. When it's off air, you see how they'll be chatting. They will agree on the issues.
Oh, so we can just say when we go, this issue, say no, me, I'll say yes, and we'll argue.
They will agree on the issues off air. But on air, they will have their different ways.
Deceiving us. I need to take some water on this. Seriously? We'll be right back.
Books by Pastor A.L. Fant. They are inspired by the Holy Spirit, simple to comprehend, relevant in application, and so lovely to read. Grab copies like Dynamics of Kingdom Influence, Dynamics of Ministry, Mark is King for Church Workers, Money Matters, and she calls herself a woman. This marriage must work. No more curses. Loaded mouth. Secrets of Kingdom Dominion. The exploits of service. Things fall apart. Church without bleeding pulpit. Singles mingle, and many more.
They said that what they agree off air. and fight on air. And you and I will be thinking that this one, the one he spoke to, this one is not good. Just because we want, you see, sometimes we young people, it's our fault the politicians are doing that to us. You see, they have cars, they'll drive. Vroom. I remember a particular year, Ghana's independence year. That time, a certain person was a vice president in this country.
Okay.
And the anniversary of independence anniversary was celebrated in Ghana. I'm not mentioning names.
Mm-hmm.
And I went to a certain restaurant,
Mm-hmm.
and I saw a certain number of cars be on for a certain number of hours till I left there.
Yeah. And that is how our taxpayers' money are being spent, which sometimes the driver even driving that car is out of the car.
Yes.
And the engine and the AC is on. Somebody will tell you. I was in a program somewhere with some government officials that they should on the car engine so that when he gets in the car, it is not now that the AC will start to work. If he was buying the fuel with the coupons from his packets, the moment he pack, he will off the engine. So
me, even my motorbike, once I just, as soon as I just arrive now, I off it before I even try to do anything. So now, I want you to advise with the young people. You have been in politics. That was your first time. And you have seen how the nature is. How can, with your experiences, what did you see? What did you hear? What did you experience? Can you advise with those coming up and willing to go into politics to do better?
Matter. Going into politics, you should have 3 cardinal points.
Okay.
1 is for the vulnerable. 2, for your people. And 3, for the good purpose of your members.
Your members, vulnerable people,
and the society. Yes. If you have these 3 things, you will never go astray. You should know there are people in society who cannot meet even 1 square meal a day. You should know there are people in a society whom you are living with cannot afford to take care of their medical and social activities responsibility. You should know that you are going in there for the well-being of your people. The well-being of your people here means what? You have a society where we have bad roads, we don't have drainages, we don't have clinics, we have no school. You see students lying on their... MPs are driving V8s and their students in the communities are lying on their bed stomach to write. Then what type of a leader are you? At the end, during election, you will just come and give them some petty distance.
Rice
and oil and anapuna salt.
And you know, surprisingly, it's elections are usually happening during December, like during Christmas. So they come and give us rice, and then we are able to celebrate Christmas and vote for them.
I mean, that shouldn't be our priority. Our priority shouldn't be self-centered. Our priority should be a collective of all.
But don't you think it's our fault? Because if someone should come and want to give me, that I choose whether I should accept those gifts or not. The young people, what can we do better?
Look, you should let you should let us, I will not say your MP, let us know that this is not what you are going in for. You want the roads in your community should be motorable. You want the school in your community should have desks. Your community should have library. Community library. That one will let the politician rethink.
Yeah.
Hey, now my people are getting wiser. Yeah. But if he brings you 5 kg rice and 250 ml oil,
and Adori
they come and give you 200 cedis. Say, hey, MP, I've come to my... No, that shouldn't be what we should be looking out for. We should be looking out for something that benefits the society as a whole. Not just those small things. No. If my child gets better education, weekends there's a library where the child can go, not taking the child to town to go and sit. The library is just within the community, book stock in it. You are comfortable to say, okay, let my child go to the library to study a bit. And that is what will bring about development of the person. But today, what do we see? I have Adore. MP, I have Adore tomorrow. MP will come, maybe 25 kg of rice, a bottle of oil, and 200 Ghana cedis, and I'm happy.
It's like I'm getting quite emotional on that, because sometimes you see that the youth, we young people, we really have an issue, and we are making the politicians or the leaders take advantage of us.
Sure.
But enough about the politicians. I believe that he has said so much about that. We are going to learn from that. I want us to go back to managing a business.
Okay.
As a young person probably watching that have seen you as a role model, what are some of the key highlights that every young person who wants to be an entrepreneur should know?
Okay. First of all, if you want to be an entrepreneur, you should know that it is not going to be an easy walkover for you to run through. You should have a business plan. What are you going to do? You should have a blueprint of what you are going into. First, you have to register a business.
Yeah.
That is just the first step.
You have to do.
You have to do. Somebody will say, I want to do a business. So I remember some time ago, when I was in Cook, we had a workshop and we needed food. And there is this lady who has been disturbing me. Oh, if you have workshop, I can... And she does it well. And which would have been a windstorm.
Business, yeah.
Because it was all over. We brought some students in Tamale to do some projects. And I said, okay, bring your business registration certificate. I will front to get you the business. She didn't have it. So if you are selling by the road, you should have that.
It's true. There are times that you get people to just do some, as NGOs, whatever you do, you need receipts or invoice.
Exactly.
There are people that you just want them to either do one job, like if it's like just painting something or just even doing something small for you, or even to render a service, and they don't have a receipt. And they sometimes feel like you are taking the opportunity from them. And I'm telling them, like, if once I pay you the money without a receipt, I have to pay for that money.
Yeah, because this is a donor money.
Exactly. Yeah. And the donor is not going to stay because I'm the founder of the organization. I have to pay for the money. So the people, it's a good point I believe you have mentioned.
So you have to have a blueprint of what you're going to do.
Yeah.
Then you look at, okay, what does it, or what amount of money will go into it as a seed capital?
Yeah.
Do you need partners? Because somebody, yes, will have the idea, but may not have the money.
Yeah.
So in that form, you have to get a partner who has the financial muscle to partner you. Yes, you have the idea, he has the money. Then you come together and form. Maybe when it goes well, then you can go separate ways on the business.
Or they can even give you a loan without interest. And say, pay me the next month.
6 months, So that is the most important thing. You should have a blueprint. And there are certain things, I have a friend who has a very big company. Just recently, I have to do some works for him. He has no employment policy. He has no financial policy. He has no any operational manual. How do you run a company like that? Because the company must see the unforeseeable future.
Yeah.
Even in your absence, it should still run.
Especially the ones that are making profit.
Yes. So today, if I'm not there and even my son or anybody goes to sit on my seat in Kesse or the school, they should be able to, they should just be able to pick it up straightforward.
Yeah.
So that is the business. But the young person will not look at, oh, I want to do business. I want to do, you ask him, so what is your concept note of the business?
Oh, Abina, we have WhatsApp, so we just post our goods and services on WhatsApp.
But forget it, yes, somebody will see it on your stats and ask, oh, I want you to render your service. You have no such.
Yeah.
I remember Kesse, we had a 40,000 USD contract with Star Ghana. And surprised, I didn't know out of a blue what happened. And I prepared all this operational manual. And the very first day they met us, they started asking of the manuals.
Wow.
So I told my manager, you see, they asked of the operational manual, the admin manual, the financial manual, so that they will see how you go operationally on your works.
You see, sometimes the reason why people may not pay attention to these things is that, so social welfare certificate, we have it at Martha and Spice Foundation, but you hardly even see people really, let me say, asking about it. And look, I used 1 year, I'm saying this on TV, to get my social welfare certificate.
I equally used a year for the school.
And you ask, why? Something I'm doing, probably I'm doing already. I just want to go through the processes and get all the documentations. It's stressful. Even to renew my Registrar General certificate is stressful. To even file my tax returns, like I have brought myself that at the end of the year, me now, I'm good citizen of Ghana. I'm come to file.
Yes.
It's a whole stress on this one. So I think sometimes that is why people kind of like are reluctant to do that.
No, but it's good you go through the stress to do it.
Because you could have missed, miss an opportunity.
Exactly, it's good you go through the stress to do that.
Hey, but social welfare, if I might have to even start
working on renewal.
So I don't know. So some of these things, I think they can make it like 5 years. 2 years,
I think so.
10 years.
10 years. I think 5 years is okay.
5 years is fine.
Yeah.
But if
so that in the 4th year you can start working on renewal. I think.
But if it's every year, does it mean that in the next 6 months, because you have to start? Oh my goodness. That is one of the challenges of business, the documentations.
But if you do it right, you get it right.
So who are to blame? Is it those are the officers, those people that are not?
No, we should go on time. At least, I think with Register General, even when you go for renewal, the receipt can serve as you have renewed. So whatever you want to do, if the certificate of renewal is not even in, you can be using the receipt. So I think there is such flexibility on them. So I think social welfare, and they should be, because the moment they give you the receipt of renewal, anything you want to do just to show you have renewed it is valid. It is PPA, the Public Procurement Authority. Now, anything you have to do, you have to add that certificate to. So, and that one, they don't even give a certificate. You just use the receipt and add up so that it will.
Okay. So. Wow. Now, the schools, how is it like okay to get the right people to work with, or even let me talk about like business. So let's look at how do you get the right people to work on that. My time is almost just highlight on
you to get the right people, certificates is not enough.
Okay.
Certificates. Oh, somebody will come with a very nice certificate, first class, but output is 0. Oh yes.
That's true.
Somebody can come with 2nd class or 3rd class, but output. Super. So that's where the attitude test comes in. You must let everybody go through the process. Apply. You do your shortlisting. You do the oral. You do the written interview. And you get the best. The school, when you come with application, what I do is first, I have my minimum teacher is basic education, diploma in basic education. I'll let you go to the. Somebody can have the certificate, but I cannot teach. Or I have a lot of people like that.
Yeah.
So I have some trade supervisors.
The facilitation
when you
skills.
come in going, how you organize the class, what I observe. So there and there, yeah.
Somebody might even come without any background in education.
Education, yes.
But a different focus.
Oh yes, I have two teachers like that.
Ooh.
They didn't do anything on education, but they deliver. They deliver very well.
So you see, some of these public speaking trainings and skills, and even, let me say, extra curriculum activities, or let me say mentorship sessions, are very good. It's like we just focus on school. Anytime there is something outside the school and the exams, we really don't want to push.
I mean, I was impressed the last time your program you had at the church. The
Youth Empowerment Center.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was so impressed. I viewed some of the listening. I mean, you should keep it up.
Thank you.
You're doing well.
Big. You're making my head big.
Yeah, a big girl. So yeah.
It's not been easy. I remember doing the summits. My teammate, having those kind of events are not easy.
No. In fact, you have to.
I know people in Tamale. My greatest fear of organizing Youth Empowerment Summit, bringing over 2,000 people under one umbrella, is providing them refreshment.
Sure.
That has been my greatest fear, because if it's the volunteers, you can get people to help you usher for almost for free. The venue you can always get at a very minimal cost. You can get a team who wants to do the production for, let's say, half price and stuff. But even adults come.
You're even lucky somebody didn't ask you of TNT.
They did. Let's take a break. We'll be right back to wrap up. Welcome back from the break. It's been an amazing conversation. I believe you've touched or you've heard from different aspects on education, on politics, on entrepreneurship, and all those things that can help you to become more assertive. And one key thing you mentioned was, it's not just about the certificate. You come with a first class, but if you can't really deliver on field, then you will not be employed.
Sure.
Give us your final words on everything you're speaking about. What we should take home.
My final words are, the young people, politics is not the end of your life. We need to work harder. We need to venture into so many things that has a role in playing in our lives. We are tomorrow leaders. We shouldn't end our lives today because of politics. We need each other at any given time. So we should be one another's keeper. Yes, you can be MPP, I can be NDC. Yeah. That shouldn't make us pull knives and guns on each other. The election of 2024 is just at the corner. It is about us choosing. It is not about us using the bullets.
Yeah.
When you go to the polling station, you choose the one you want. When I go, I choose the one I want. It is not about who is supreme. In life, we say there is no job. But matter, there are a lot of jobs. It's just that everybody wants to wear tie to go and sit in an air-conditioned office.
Some people don't have the right attitude towards the jobs they are employed in.
Yes. Imagine if a staff, there is a blueprint. I tell you that before you move, you have to do A, B, C, D. You are absenting yourself from work, saying you are sick without excuse duty. How do you expect the director to accept that? My mother is sick. I'm taking my mother to the hospital, just verbally. Even to the point that I have to call, why are you not at work? Then you tell, my mother was sick and I have to take my mother to the hospital.
And they feel you are heartless for not understanding those things.
Oh, yes. But with me, I'll deal with you through the procedures. So people find it difficult in working with me. But that should be it. This is work. So I'm a very funny person. I don't employ my family members in my organization.
And people that are recommended, there's one thing I'm learning now. People that are being recommended to you by people that are close to you.
They are done.
Yes, so I feel that if you want a job, come to me. I prefer never to know you. Don't be recommended by someone.
Excellent.
We will say I feel shy of.
Excellent. Excellent.
It's very tough, yeah.
So that is the type of person I am. So young people, we have a lot to do.
Yeah.
We should attend this training. Schooling, sitting in the classroom alone is not enough.
Yeah.
We have a lot of activities out there. We should always find ourselves in there, devoid of violence.
Yeah.
Somebody, Martha, you know, you come to my office. Sometimes somebody will come, will meet me and say, I'm looking for the CEO. Now, so you go and ask these people.
As big as you, I mean, I've had that a lot of times.
Oh, yes.
Because so I'm small.
At Kesse, it's just that maybe if the person tends to watch at the reception side, will see my picture. Sure. But somebody will just come and knock and, please, I'm looking for the CEO. And I say, okay, you go and ask those people over there. So, because he feels the CEO should wear suit, tie. Since I left my job, I've never worn ties. About how many years? Is it 9 years now?
Wow.
Yeah, I've never worn my. The other day, my son said I should teach him how to. I said, I forgot how to even tie the necktie. So, guys, we have to.
We have to do better.
I mean, we still have a lot ahead of us, and we have to take the mantle of this country and make it work.
Yeah, and make it work.
Yes.
Thank you so much. It's been a great privilege. You see, this interview is going to be like a springboard. The big men that are going to watch me. So I've been speaking with Mr. Kesse Musa Ibrahim. He's the CEO of, let me say, the Kesse Group. It's not just the FM. We have the Kesse FM, Amana Radio, the school. In fact, there's Kesse, can I say group of companies?
It's Ultimate Group of Companies.
You see, he's a big man.
We are into marketing. And so we have that under the umbrella. So the company is called Ultimate Group of Companies.
Ultimate Group of Companies. So anytime you are in Tamale, you want to do it. You see, I'm doing advert for you. You want to do any business with any radio station, and you want the best English radio station, it's Kesse FM. If it's let me say Dagbani or someone say Dagbani, it's Amana Radio. It's all under the Ultimate Group of Companies. So you can get in touch with him or get in touch with us. We can also give you their contact details to get in touch with them. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Martha Inspires. Have a good night.
Hi everyone, my name is Faika, and this year's Youth Empowerment Summit by Martha Inspires was an amazing journey. From the speakers to the energy level of everyone here, I actually learned a lot, especially when it comes to raising my confidence, to being bold. And I also, one key thing I learned was that life is an adventure or it's nothing at all. I can't wait to see all of you next year, and I can't wait to see what next year brings. First time, let me just start with, I was not there for the previous one, but this one has been very educative, inspiring. I got to even meet one of my role models, Ibrahim Mustafa, whom I have been looking up to for like the past, let me say, 2-3 years. And I got to meet him. He gave some very inspiring words. But the best thing I ever heard today was from Madam Antoinette Kofi, who said that you should dare to dream. Whatever you dream about, you should do it.
Do dare to dream, and the best time to dream is when you are a young person. But don't ever stop dreaming. Whether you are 50 or 60 or even 70 or 80, you can dream about a better life.
So I am daring to dream because I don't know where life will take me, but I am ready for everything that life will throw at me, and I will take it with full vigor. And right now, I'm just happy to be here, and I hope that they can organize this for the youth so that we can all witness some things like this, and then also learn to become better people in the future.
My experience at this year's Youth Empowerment Summit was top-notch. I learned so much from all the speakers, Auntie Georgina, Pastor Fans, Mr. Ibrahim. I learned to be bold and to be confident, and honestly, I can't wait for next year's. See ya!
Today is Youth Empowerment Day, and I happen to be here. It's very inspiring, and I'm very happy because I've learned to be myself. I've learned to be confident,
I've learned to stand before others and to talk without shivering, and I'm very grateful to be here. I learned a lot from my principal, and she said, and I quote, that you should embrace your uniqueness and work towards your weakness to attain what you want to be and the better person you want.
There's no duplication of you anywhere in the world. So embrace your strengths and improve your weaknesses so that you can become the bold person you aspire to be.
So I'm very happy, and I also want to use this moment to thank our only mentor, Mrs. Martha, for organizing such a great program for us to be able to attend. Thank you very much, and we wish to attend more and more programs like this. It's very inspirational. My name is Mohammed Rashida from Cal Point Senior High School, and I'm here for the Youth Empowerment Summit hosted by Martha Inspires Foundation. And the program is it's a very good program, and I've been inspired. And then one of the speakers mentioned that you should dare yourself. You dare yourself to dream, and then failure should also be a hindrance. No matter what you do, failure shouldn't be a hindrance. You failing doesn't mean you should stop. You try until you make it. And I really love that, and I've really been inspired.
Time of being at the Martha Inspires Youth Summit. I was here before. This is just my second time. Really coming here, I did expect a lot. I expected that when I come, I would learn new things. I would get to network and socialize with other people. And what I have really learned from this summit is that for one to get to do something, you need to be confident enough for you to take a bold step. And also, you don't just get your achievements or achieve your goals whilst being in your comfort zone. You need to get out of your comfort zone in order to achieve your goals.
We have to believe in ourselves, and we have to dream big. I mean, for me, what I'm taking home today is bigger and bolder. Whatever you have to do, you have to think big, and you have to be bolder. If you are bold, be bolder. If you are not bold, be bold. If you are thinking small, think big. And if you are thinking big, think bigger.
And I would like to say a very big thank you to Madam Martha for organizing such a wonderful program for us. And I hope next year she does the same. And I'll be very glad to attend. Thank you.